Hello folks and welcome back to another video. In this week's video we are at Cowdenbeath Racewall again. My dad's out this time so I'm chief mechanic again. But the sky is blue and it's actually sunny outside. We've got a dry meeting finally. So let's get the car off the trailer and I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get right into it. There's been no changes made to the car since its last meeting, so all we had to do was fuel the car up and put a bit of air in the tyre. After that, the car was ready for its first heat, so let's see how my dad gets on. It's a decent start for my dad. He gets good grip coming off the start. And already it's a close battle between my dad and some of the red roofs. And the 700 car spins out in front of my dad and he gains the position again. But 65 makes a move down the inside and it's very close. My dad gets the edge coming into the pit bend and he gets a gap between him and the 65 car again. And as he goes to turn into the track shot bend, the car just slides out and my dad just manages to catch it. But with a couple of stranded cars on the track, it brings out the yellow flags. And they're away from the rolling start. And now my dad's starting to catch up to the Ford car in front. And back on board with 5 laps to go, my dad's in a really good position in 5th place. But coming around that pit bend, the 65 car gets in front of my dad. My dad's pushing his car to the limit in the dry weather and he gets down the inside of the 14 car. He's now back up into 5th place for the last couple of laps. and coming round the last corner, there's no pressure behind my dad and he manages to come home and take 5th place. I got a little catch up with my dad after the race. So Dad, you're just back in for your first heat. How did that one go?
Wasn't bad, pal. Quite fast racing, but there's some fluid on the track, and I scudded it sideways. I thought I'd lost it and heading for the wall, but it didn't come to nothing. I managed to salvage it and keep going. Tyres were a wee bit slidey like, but that's what it is, pal. We'll keep on going.
After changing one of the back wheels and mucking about with the tyre pressures, it was time for the second heat. And we're straight into the second heat. Unfortunately, there's no GoPro footage from this race as I didn't get the chance to turn it on, so I'm sorry about that. It's a very close race so far, especially in the red roof grade. It's a close battle between my dad and the 50 car, but hopefully he can get that edge down the inside and get the move done. He gets it done, but he's still got that pressure from the 240 car behind him. My dad's now closing in on the inside of the 21 car. But it's a close battle between the two of them and my dad's finding it hard to get past. My dad's still not managed to get past them, and the 240 and 227 car are now closing in. My dad tries it down the inside but just misses out on it. My dad's still in the same position, but the yellow Ford Fiesta is now catching up. And out of nowhere there's a collision up ahead. My dad tries to get out of the way of it and he ends up getting picked up as well. Unfortunately, he doesn't manage to finish the race and he's a bit sore. After he came back into the pits, you can see the extent of the damage. Thankfully nothing mechanically wrong with the car, but the body's definitely more damaged. And now it's time for the last race of the night, the meeting final. Let's see how my dad can get on this one. The track's now a little bit damp and my dad's starting from the second row of the red roofs. And he gets a decent start away there. But all of a sudden, the back end of my dad's car gets clipped and he gets spun right out into the infield. I don't know what that was all about, but my dad gets it back into first gear and he's back on track. Once again, the car gets a bit taily going round that track shot bend, but he keeps control of it. He catches up to the 312 car and gets down the inside going down the back straight. Just for perspective, the 14 car behind my dad is the leader of the race, so he lost a lot of ground by being spun out. But he's got a good pace and he's catching up to the cars in front. Dad's pushing that little Fiesta to its limit and he's keeping up a good pace with the cars in front. And he gets the move done down the inside of the 484 car. He's now closing in on the Fiesta in front, but there's not many laps left. And coming into the last lap, it's my dad's last chance to make the move on that 50 car. Crash happens up ahead and my dad brakes to try and move out of the way hitting anybody and he ends up spinning out. He gets the car back into gear and tries to finish the race. He gets across the line and finishes in 10th place, which is alright considering he's had a very unfortunate race. I got a chat with my dad to see how he felt his night went. So Dad, a mixed night. First of all, how did Heat 2 go?
Brilliant. Had a nice wee bit impact.
Aye, the car's looking a bit bent in there, like.
Aye, that is what it is, eh?
Aye. And then, how did the final go?
That was mixed, I know. I had a few spins in that as well.
Aye.
Wee bit like being on the dodgems when I was a bairn. But aye, fine. No damage, well, a wee bit damage, but car's on the trailer again.
Aye, ideal.
A great well done to John in number 410 for today's races.
And unfortunately, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. But this isn't the only video you are getting this week. On Friday at 6 PM, I'll be releasing the Escort reveal video. It's been long awaited and I can't wait to release it, so make sure to watch out for that one. But a massive thank you to all you guys who have watched this video. Please like this video, comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new or you're watching my videos and you're not subscribed. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Remember, Friday 6 PM, just watch the video please.